Okay, so welcome everybody. Today I'm going to continue the previous lecture that I talked about the Turkish language, and I basically wrote the outline of the topics I'm going to be talking today. Uh, Last time I talked about the Turkish alphabet, how to pronounce Turkish words, days of the week, some numbers, and also the months in the season. So today, before we go into vocabulary, I would like to talk a little bit about basically the little bit of grammar, and I will first start off with some plural of the words. So Turkish words, usually in Turkish words, let's say you have one word which is araba, which means car, and I want to make this into plural. So I want to make this into cars. So what will it be? Well, in Turkish, the rule is very simple that you have to look at the last vowel, and the last vowel will tell you what suffix will come to produce the required word. For example, in Turkish, everything is with suffixes. You tell everything with suffix. If you want to make a word plural, you use a suffix. If you want to say that this car belongs to me, you use a suffix. So you use suffixes to indicate everything in Turkish. So basically, Turkish is base word plus many suffixes. So, what is the suffix for plural? Well, the plural suffix is lar or ler. Uh, which one comes depends on the last vowel of the word. So let's take a look at the word araba again. If you look carefully, the last vowel is a. Therefore, the suffix that we will use for this word is lar, arabalar, which means cars. So now the question is, how did I choose lar? I said last vowel is a, and a, or basically in Turkish is pronounced as a. So this means that arabalar is the plural. So how do I choose it? We have a very basic rule of choosing which suffix comes. As I said, you have to look at the last vowel. If the last vowel is a, o, u, the suffix is lar. Suffix is lar. If the vowel is e, i, ü, then the suffix is ler. So as I said, the last vowel before I strung in the suffix was a, and because it's a, we choose lar, arabalar. Now let's try another word which contains e, i, ü, and that is ev, means house. So if you see that the last vowel of this word is e, and therefore because the last vowel is e, the suffix will be ler. So evler, houses. So that is pretty much it for plural. Making the word plural is very simple in Turkish, and in the future we will see much more complex suffixes, and it will be uh, quite complicated. So that was just a start up with grammar. Now we're moving back to vocabulary. Last week I taught you I taught you the basic numbers. in Turkish. So I did not teach you yet the higher numbers, such as after 100, and therefore I would like to first teach you the numbers above 100, and then I would like to show you how we read telephone numbers. So 100 is 100, 200 is 200, 300 is 300, 400 is 400, 500 is 500, 600 is 600, 700 is 700, 800 is 800, 900 is 900, and 1000 is 1000. So basically, use means 100. 200 is like in English. 200. 300. 300. 400. 400. 500. 500. 600. 600. And etc. So now let's come to telephone numbers. Telephone numbers are basically written in Turkish like this. This is an example of a cell phone number. So we write it usually like that as a cell phone number. So now I want to tell you how we read it. We read this number as first saying صفر, which is 0, 536, 273, 7149. So let's write that in words. صفر, 536, 273, 71, 40. So we will basically read this telephone number like that. 0, 536, 273, 71, 49. So let's try another number. Uh, this is just a random number. Okay, so we will start with 0, 549, 761, 766, 34, 53. So the system is always the same. It never changes. So now, as an exercise, please try to read these numbers. Okay, that's all. Next, we will come to a more difficult topic, which is how to introduce yourself. When someone asks you, hello, nice to meet you, who are you? You should be able to answer this in Turkish quite easily. Um, so usually Turkish introduction conversations start as hello, which is merhaba. Benim adım Hüseyin. My name is Hüseyin. So that's how you say in Turkish that I am Hüseyin or my name is Hüseyin. The structure is Ben plus im. I'll teach these later, but im is basically possession. So ben means I and benim means mine. So let's take a note here. Im is suffix for possession. And the adım is ad, name plus um. Again, here the vowel harmony or the last vowel rule that I taught for the plural is applied. So therefore, this is and im are basically the same suffix, just that they adapt based on the last vowel of the word. And plus im makes it my name. So benim adım means my name. So a very quick dialogue is merhaba, benim adım Onur. So you can ask as a return, what's your name? What is your name? So that can be senin adın ne? I will explain this structure later, but sen means you, sen in means your, name, say ad means name, adın means your name. In Turkish, basically, you don't need to use the personal pronouns such as I, he, you, we, and mine, yours, his, hers, because basically the noun itself will already carry the suffix sufficient for you to understand who is doing the action. You don't need to use these personal pronouns, but I like to show them here just to show you where its location is in a sentence. And the word ne means what? So in Turkish, basically, you would say, your name is what? So let's make a quick dialogue. Merhaba. Sorry, I can write it better. Merhaba. Merhaba. Benim adım Mehmet. Senin adın ne? Benim adım Hüseyin. Like that. So this is a very typical dialogue when you meet with friends and it's your first time you're meeting, but this is a little bit informal. I'll show you the formal case later, but this is basically how you can say it informally or not so formally amongst regular people. So after all these dialogues, of course, you obviously notice that there's a phrase that you need to use, which is nice to meet you. So this phrase is tanıştığıma memnun oldum. Okay, so this is a bit complex to explain now, but basically tanıştığıma means meet. Memnun oldum means I was happy. So basically the breakdown of the sentence is I was happy to meet you. And this translates to nice to meet you. So we can add this here and these two people can say tanıştığıma memnun oldum. And you can say ben de, which means me too. Tanıştığıma memnun oldum. Okay, so the next topic I would like to talk about is where are you from? Where are you from? In Turkish would translate to nerelisin or nereden geliyorsun. So let's break down this structure. Nere means where. Nereli means from where. And nereli plus sin means you are from where. So nerelisin is quite simple enough to ask someone where are you from. Another form is you can say where do you come from, and that is nereden geliyorsun. This basically translates to where do you come from. Nere means where. Nereden is once again similar to nereli. It is from where also. Nereden. Uh, Gel is verb root for come, to come. Oh wait, maybe I should explain this next time. So let's say just geliyor means he, she, it is coming, and geliyor plus sun makes it you are coming. So combined, this gives you from where are you coming from. The answer to this question is I am from Brazil or I come from Brazil. Let's just add that here. Answer to this is basically this is the country. You can say like that, or again country, then your. Sorry, these are all suffixes. Like that. So, for example, Mexica, Liam. Again, the Liam and Liam are the same. The only difference is that the last vowel in Mexico is A, which makes the suffix Liam more than Liam. This basically means I am from Mexico. Hindistan Liam. I am from India. And basically, the breakdown of this is, for example, Hindistan, India, Hindistanlı, from India, and Hindistanlı plus him is I am from India. You can also say Meksika'dan geliyorum, which means Mexico is Mexico. Meksika'dan means from Mexico. Geliyorum means I am coming. So it's kind of opposite to English. In English, you would say I am coming from Mexico, but in Turkish, you say from Mexico I am coming from. So now you try to say Thailand. Uh, so let's make some dialogues. Where do you come from? From Thailand. Okay, so is Thailand. Turkish. Germany is Almanya. And Finland is Finland. So hopefully next week we will be able to cover also the different countries found in the world, uh, and to be able to say other things like he and she is from this country, and to continue with the structures and some more advanced examples. That is all for this week. Thank you very much.